There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them. There's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans. Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Trojans offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Pocket breaking down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Penn State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Got room to work. Turning it on! And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Motion from the back. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and
slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive. Oh, it's picked off.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Gore. Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You've got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense cashing it in on that drive. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Man, that is not the 3rd down they were looking for. Going backwards now, big-time decision on 4th down.
No question about it. That can certainly rattle your resolve to go for the touchdown. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? He'll toss it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. A little release to the back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's got him.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. Guess what? If if I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Off play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. First part was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Martin. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to pass. It's Gore. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake. He wants to take the top off. Snatch it down the right side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Complete to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. He might want another play. To the air, it's Gore. Now rolling to the left. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Quick completion on the outbound. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Complete in the middle. There he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Caught near the sticks. It's Fowler. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, USC. A great catch and run for 6.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Gore. Finds us back in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for GoDawgs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Denmark. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Gore. The throw. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. He'll start this drive firing. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Calder. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know they're going to make some plays for.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
Running to the left. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative play.
Here's a hit. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on a screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Makes the grab. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Finds his man. Touchdown, Trojans! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Grab near the marker. It's Reynolds. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Rifles it down the middle. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we've got to make sure we take him away.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Got his man downfield. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Gore. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, and make plays for the quarterback.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try the run. Showing off the arm. They almost got a first down there, stopping yards short. It'll be third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. They'll go to the toss. Running into the open space. Turning on the Jets. 10. Touchdown, Trojans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Back to throw, it's Gore. Looking to scramble. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Great place to start for this offense. from the gun. They'll try to impose their running game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He wants to go deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense looks like they're coming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Fires to the end zone, and it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense buried deep in its own end, desperately needing to score, and they better lock it down because that pass rush is coming. Off play action on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Here's a throw downfield late. They corral him out of bounds. mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Reynolds. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. How much fun was that?